Hey, and welcome to More. We're super glad you're with us, whether you're watching this as a group or an individual. It always means a lot for you guys to come and spend a little bit more time in More after our Sunday message. Let me back up just a little bit because it's been a little while since we've had a More video. We just finished our Vision series in the month of November, and we're heading into the month of December. But between those two, we had a Campus Pastor Sunday. And right before that was Thanksgiving. So I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I know as we move into December, the days get busy as we move towards Christmas and New Year's and a brand new year. With that all being said, our Campus Pastor Sunday was all about kind of wrapping up and sharing specific things at each of our campus or each of our locations. And so I thought today we would just spend some time thinking a little bit more about vision. We've heard a lot about it. We've heard the vision that we have here at the Orchard, as Chip has been sharing that the Sundays throughout November. And so I thought we'd just spend a little bit of time there. You know, there are so many instances in the Bible where we're reminded about how important it is for us to have a good, clear vision. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 says this, "Then the Lord said to me," this is the prophet speaking, "Write the vision, make it clear on tablets so that anyone can read it easily." So it begs a couple of questions, right? And even though we've talked a lot about vision, I think the first question is, what does having a vision really mean? What does that look like? And I hope we can unpack that in the video and then through the questions that follow. And I think the question that follows that and is much more personal is this: what does it have to do with me? And that certainly has been the thrust and the energy that we put into this series that we've just finished, is really thinking about this idea of one church fulfilling this vision of reaching 5,000 people over the next 5 years. One of the most familiar verses in Scripture is Proverbs 29, verse 18. Scripture's in reference to vision. The writer there in Proverbs 29:18 says, "Without vision, the people perish, but he that keeps the law is blessed." There are other translations of that. One I really like says this: "When there's no knowledge of God, when there's no knowledge of God, the people are unrestrained. But how great is the nation that knows and fulfills the law of God." So in a nutshell, having vision is essentially to see what God sees, to get the whole picture, and then not just get the picture, but appreciate the whole picture, where we can clearly see the things that God puts in our hearts, and then we can begin visualizing them becoming a reality in our ministries. So why is it important to have a vision in life? Well, we can think about ministry, but I think we can also think about that in a personal way, because vision is the thing that is so important to us, because it is the thing that gives us purpose and direction. It helps us understand why we're here and where we are going. Vision helps us to determine the future plans and then not just determine them, but make them our own so that they become the reality that is our life. And without vision, as the writer in Proverbs said, people really have no purpose. There's really no direction that we're going. There's no plan for us to get there. And I think for a lot of people, that is maybe one of the frustrations that we have with life. But it doesn't have to be that way. You know, the truth of the matter is, as I think about it, most of the problems that we encounter individually in life are a result of a lack of vision. If you have financial problems, if you have family problems, if you have social problems in the culture around you, usually it's because we've lacked vision. We don't have a purpose or a direction or even a destination in mind with our lives. We get involved with all kinds of things. Maybe they're good things, maybe they're not good things, but even good things. And we do them, or we're involved in them, only to fulfill the moment, only to be in that moment. And we don't have a clear vision of why we're doing it or where it's taking us if we continue to do it. Listen, I think we can be transparent enough to say that we've been there. I've been there. And that's a difficult place to be when you find yourself kind of floundering a little bit and wondering what to do next. That's why it's so important for us to have vision, to see in advance where we're headed. That's what we've been talking about this past month, is where we are headed. And we are headed into some exciting days here at the Orchard Community Church. But those exciting days have to be guided by a vision. Having a vision will make you want to jump into it every single day, will lead you in how you live your life and the purposes of your life, and certainly the direction of your life. Because when you see clearly all the things that God has for you and has for us, it begins to change us. And ultimately, it changes us forever. There's nothing better than for a follower of God to know why God created you and then to begin to fulfill that purpose and achieve the great things that He has planned. I want to just point out real quickly as we end our video some characteristics of the vision that we need to gather in so that we can begin to engage. First of all, having vision really is a God thing. As we talked about this month, this idea of reaching 5,000 people over the next 5 years, that's not just some arbitrary thing pulled out of the air, but that really is a God thing. We see in the Bible that God is the one that initiates vision, initiated by Him, but then given to us. And that's why deep inside, we begin to feel a sense of purpose. Like your life has meaning, has a direction, has a plan for it. Back in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, remember the Lord said to Habakkuk, write the vision, make it clear on tablets so that anyone can read it easily. Having vision really is a God thing. The second thing I would say to you is this, that the vision really is useless without you. We need to receive the vision. It can't just be a vision that we read and nod our head at, but it has to be one that we invest in. God is looking for us to be visionary people and to have a determination that we want to fulfill the vision. People that understand what things should be done know that this comes from God, is from God in a sense that He is directing us and enlisting us and encouraging us in that vision. So as big as this vision is, and as much as we may say we agree and love this vision, the vision without you is fairly useless. The third thing may be something we just need to be reminded of, and that is that a vision from God will be tested. All vision will be tested. Sometimes that's through conflict, sometimes that's through adversities, but whatever they are, it will be tested. We must allow the vision to be tested and then stand that test of time. If the vision of God is of God, if God really gave us this vision, nothing's going to stop that. He's going to see us through and see the vision through to its completion. And then number 4, the vision isn't something that is instant. It takes time. There's a process in all that. It doesn't come immediately. It has to grow. It has to mature. And it certainly has to be implemented in the things that we're doing across our ministries. Everything has to begin moving in the direction of that vision. The vision needs you to take care of it. You have to continue to work it. You have to continue to be a part of it. You can't let the vision go. You can't replace the vision once the vision has been given to us by God. And then lastly, the vision must be communicated over and over again so that people will continue to get involved. Truth of the matter is, we'll have people over the next 5 years joining us at our locations and our family churches, and those people need to know what our vision is when they get here. So we must continue to communicate it over and over again. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, make it clear on tablets. Don't make it difficult. Don't convolute it. Don't complicate it. Make it clear so that anyone can read it easily. Those who were here when the vision was first given, those who will join us in the process of that vision being played out, when those plans are being carried through, which means we have to continue to share it with others. They'll listen to it, and we want them to join us and be a part of it. You've even heard over the last few weeks that it's going to take more than just us who are here now. So we want to continue to share that vision over and over again. Proverbs 29, without vision. Remember, the Bible gives us a clear end to ourselves, and that is we will perish. We need God's vision. We need God's purpose and direction in our lives so that we know where we're going and we get where He wants us to go. Our prayer would be for God to help us to fulfill this vision, no matter how big it is. And in fact, no matter how extraordinary it is, we believe that if God has given it, there's no stopping us, and His vision will come in the days ahead. So as you spend some time looking at those questions and spending some time in your group discussing that, we'll be starting a brand new series next Sunday. And we hope you'll join us for 3 weeks of a Christmas series that we will believe will be life-changing and a great opportunity for you to invite someone to join you here in one of our services. So we'll see you then for another time of more.